Let's take a couple questions here.
Do you expect to go against the people who sell these arms, which is part of the problem? I mean, maybe you can be successful in stopping arms, but if you don't do anything to, do something on the source of this illegal business, how can you expect to have a real impact in this issue?
Several things. One is, first of all, you've got to interdict the arms. You've got to stop them from going into Mexico. That's why we're increasing the southbound inspections. That's why we're moving the technology to the border to help with screening going into the border. We're coordinating with Mexico because they can do more by way of southbound screening on their side of the border. But then the Department of Justice moving their agents down there, as David said, and increasing tracing. That will help us identify who is putting those arms into the arms, those guns into the arms of the traffickers moving south. And out of that, there can reasonably be seen more prosecution of actual arms dealers who are intentionally and knowingly putting arms into the hands of the smugglers. So that is part of the reason why the Department of Justice is such an essential part of this initiative on Mexico.
In December, you became aware of Fast and Furious.
I said after the death of Agent Terry, yes.
Okay. And the details you became aware of basically after our investigation began putting those details out?
I became aware, as I have testified here and in other committees, after the death of Agent Terry, and knew some of the details and the name Fast and Furious certainly no later than March.
You testified here today that you haven't talked to Eric Holder about this.
That is correct.
And he testified here that he only knew about it a few weeks before the interview we had in May here before this committee, and that he basically heard about it in the newspaper. So you have two dead agents that worked for you, one north of the border, one south of the border, and particularly in the case of Brian Terry, he was gunned down with 2 weapons from Fast and Furious. It has been months, and you tell me that you're not, you weren't doing it because of an IG investigation. Well, let's go through a few questions here, Madam Secretary.
Wait just a minute.
No, wait let me finish my question.
Wait just a minute.
Madam Secretary, let me finish my question.
Go ahead, but that insinuation is not accurate.
Madam Secretary,